of Miss Amanda, what I do for my whiteboard every month in the company, and a huge thanks to Carly. I know I had posted in here before a picture of it, and I was like over the moon because I need organization, not quite a numbers geek like you, Mr. Derek, but this helps me out tremendously. So last year, Mother's Day, I got this huge school size classroom whiteboard from my husband to help me keep organized with my leaders. So Amanda had messaged me last night and said, I think you really need to do a video on that so we can learn how to break it down and all that stuff. So I took what Carly did with her leaders. Mind you, Carly has 1 billion first generation grades. I have 6 strong, 8 or 9 hit or miss. But I needed a way to really see everybody at one time, because sometimes if people aren't shining really bright, we tend to, I know I do, we tend to kind of forget about them a little bit unless I make myself a note. So I just wanted to show you guys what I do. So at the top, I haven't changed that. That should say January, obviously. I put the month, and then I will until Black Status 1, because that's my goal. I always like to write my goals out. It's really important for me. Positive thinking, all of that stuff is really, that's my jam. So then over here I put, obviously this column right here is going to change each month. I check in on the 5th, on the 10th of the month, on the 20th of the month, and on the 25th of the month. At that time, they need to have $1,666 by the 5th of the month in order to be on track for green. On the 10th, they need to have $3,333 in order to be on track for green, and so on and so forth. And then what I do is this column right here. These are my heavy hitter, more consistent heavy hitter girls on this side. So then from them, like I have Stephanie Canan, she's a Black Status in here, and then I have her heavy hitter girls that are shooting for consistent green to keep her at black. And then again, Carly and her girls, Ashley, her girls, so on and so forth. So then underneath on the 5th, the 10th, the 20th, and the 25th, under that girl, I write where she's at. This month, this column, don't look at this column for this month, because this month I had my elite leadership retreat, and so I was at the beach with 25 of my leaders. So that one was a wash. Normally that would be filled in on the 5th and all put together nicely. So then again, I go through and I fill it in. So over here, if you guys can see over here, these are my greens that have either hit 1, 2, 3 times, aren't very consistent, or my runners. So I put the same thing, where they're at on the 5th, the 10th, the 20th, and the 25th. So you see that some of them have a little blue asterisk now. So what that blue asterisk to me means, when I erase this board and I revamp this side, because this side's only going to get bigger, I take my green or my blue asterisk girls, and now these girls are consistent to me. These girls have hit every month for the last 4 months. I know that I no longer have to micromanage them as much as I did before. Now I let them kind of fly on their own. So honestly, that's really it. And I know that like there's no magic to it. This is just makes me, it just makes me accountable. Over here, I keep notes. So I'll put who my next first gen greens are, and then the people that have voiced to me and have really shown that they're working. I will put little notes, like I have 2 that are next up for Black Status. I will put them so I kind of keep track of their girls. It's just mental triggers. I'll put to-do stuff, like I have to do a Queen Bee gift for my highest PRS girl. I have to do a t-shirt raffle, draw that so I don't forget about it. I will put, just who has earned my exclusive trip for Kauai. I'll put just little things. I have to remember to order an lip exfoliator for a customer. People that will join my team, let me tell you this. Okay, so, you guys can see it. So who will join my team? Right now I just have 2 left, because I had probably, 8 on there, 8 or 9 of people as I'm scrolling through Facebook that that triggered. And then those people have since joined. So I erase them and I will add more as I'm going on, because I really, I'm not a spammer type girl. I really want to connect with people that I have a genuine relationship with. That is it in a nutshell. What this allows me to do, which is really cool, is once these categories are all filled in, I can see just at quick glance okay, so this column, this group has to be at a little over 3,000 in order to be on track for green for this month. I know that, okay, she is. These two aren't. So I know that I need to dive into their team. And what do I need to do? Who do I need to pull up? What's going on? What's the dynamic? Blah, blah, blah. And I do that with everybody. And then it also is great for growth. So I will touch base with my leaders and say, I'll compare from this month to this, from this date to this date, from this date to this date. And I'll say, you know, Erin, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. Do you realize that your company has grown X number of dollars in the last 10 days? Because sometimes they're not at the point where they're keeping track of that. So anyway, I love my whiteboard. I think it really helps me to hold myself accountable to follow my team's numbers. It helps me to hold the girls accountable, and it really keeps me the connection for the girls that are running and the girls that I really need to keep track on. So anyway, I hope this can help you too, and you guys have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.